Well, we're doing a number of things to prepare for distribution of the vaccine to the healthcare workforce. We've sent out a survey to all members of the workforce, all more than 25,000 people, to ask if they would like to receive a vaccine when it becomes available. Then we set up several weeks ago a committee with bioethicists as well as clinician leaders to decide upon an algorithm to determine who will be invited at what particular time to receive the vaccine. This algorithm distributes the vaccine to nurses, to custodians, to food service workers, as well as physicians, but it does so in an equitable fashion, reflecting the entire workforce that are so dedicated to providing the care to the patients who entrust their care to us.
Perhaps I'm not surprising to hear the implementation of an algorithm from a Bay Area hospital center such as yours. But in terms of what we've seen with not just the efficacy side of the data, but also what one dose versus two doses looks like, what side effects look like, et cetera. What is your take, at least so far, on the Pfizer vaccine versus the Moderna vaccine?
I think it's too early to make any determination about the differences between the two vaccines. I think what we're already seeing is there are many, many similarities. Will there be some differences emerge? We'll learn that over the course of time. Meg Terrell did a great job of describing the data coming out on the Moderna vaccine, some encouraging early results about the vaccine actually preventing the asymptomatic spread of the virus. We know that the trials have been focused on determining the efficacy of both the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines in preventing people from developing symptoms and getting sick. But we don't know that it prevents them from harboring the virus. So those are studies that are going to need to continue moving forward so that we can answer that important question over the course of time.
Dr. Minor, are you finding any resistance among your staff and those who you were polling to taking the vaccine, or uniformly is everybody saying bring it on?
You know, I don't know yet how many people are going to wish to receive the vaccine on the initial distribution. That's one purpose of the questionnaire that we've been sending out to people. I think the majority of people will want to take advantage, but there will be some that will wish to wait, and that will be fine. They will not be deprioritized or in any way discriminated against if people don't want to participate in the first round of distribution. But I think there'll be a lot of people that will want to participate. Certainly when it's my turn, I'll be there to receive the vaccine, but I'll wait my turn, and whenever it's determined it's appropriate for me to take the vaccine, then I'll be there to receive it.
Dr. Minor, there's some research on Wall Street this week, particularly out of Goldman Sachs, which once again explores what they call a downside scenario in which AstraZeneca and J&J vaccines don't work, potentially because of safety. It's a bigger issue for Europe and Mexico and India, but I wonder if you think they're being too cautious.
It's always good to have contingency plans. I'm very, very hopeful about these vaccine results, and as we've discussed on previous occasions, all the vaccines, although they have different mechanisms, they're fundamentally, each of them, stimulating the immune system to produce an immune response to this spike protein. Therefore, the Moderna and Pfizer trials that are the furthest along, providing evidence of a robust immune response, that portends well for the other approaches that have been developed also. But we will have to wait and see. And as you've already mentioned, the logistics and the distribution mechanisms are going to be critically important as we roll out this vaccine across the country and around the world. And the more vaccines that pass the safety and efficacy tests, the better. And I do have complete confidence in the FDA and the regulatory mechanisms here in the United States to thoroughly review the data and to only grant emergency use authorization when the data support the safety and efficacy.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.